Robert Presley's life was about service to his family, his community, his country. Bob was one of the last of the greatest generation, a World War II veteran who served with General Mark Clark's Fifth Army and received the Bronze Star for his heroism in Italy in 1944. It was some of the toughest fighting in World War II. But you wouldn't know that by talking to him. I never did. He was a man of distinct grace and humility, of courage and decency. During his time in the Senate, he worked across the aisle. What a novel concept. He fought for survivors of domestic violence and abuse, establishing shelters and resources around the state to help the women and children impacted by those heinous crimes. Along with Jerry Lewis, he was also instrumental in the development of the modern-day South Coast Air Quality Management District. His contributions to our state and nation will be felt for generations. From making our neighborhoods safer to the air we breathe cleaner, to our politics more compassionate and dignified. Clearly, Bob Presley was one of the finest public servants California will ever know. I first met Bob Presley in 1979. I was a young Air Force captain helping my Lieutenant Colonel boss at March Air Reserve Base and Senator Presley with a bill to assist active duty military members summoned to jury duty. Since I drafted part of the bill, Senator Presley invited me to travel to Sacramento with my boss to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee. I begged off. Frankly, the thought of coming to the Senate intimidated me at the time. Funny how things turned out. Over the years, Senator Presley became a mentor to me. We even served on community boards and advisory groups together, and he and a couple of his friends convinced me to run for the Senate in 2012, and he continued to cheer me on once I got up here. Perhaps most importantly, he was a mentor to my wife Cindy as well. He gave Cindy her first job in his Senate district office in Riverside at age 17 and guided her career ever since. That was just Senator Bob Presley. That was the way he was. He was a true gentleman in a political world that unfortunately now appears to have no further use for gentlemen. He will be truly missed.